You can have the first yogurt out of the pack.
Sure,
I don't care about that.
How about it?
Crack it open.
First and second, I'm watching you. Once you get to that third one, foul play, dude.
Yeah.
Foul play.
3, 2, 1.
Yo. A little bit of hurt. Damn, this is a different flow today, guys. What's going on?
It's good.
I'm at the point for everyone listening and watching in where like
Watching
in this joint. I always, I gotta make up my own words and all that good stuff.
That's why we love you.
But yeah, I'm no more credentials, bro. You know where you're at. This is the High Level Podcast, and we'll leave it at that. I want to switch up the flow of the show today.
Go for
I
it.
want to launch the show off with threads today.
I love it.
I think it's
Let
time
me
to
hear 'em.
let's fucking switch shit up today, guys. So we're going right to the juice today, guys. So welcome.
It's the best
And,
idea you've had in a long time.
I know it. They don't come often, but when they happen,
You gotta jump on it, you
boy.
know?
And for the record, the High Level Cocktail Hour started pre-show. I'm doing a little spiked cocoa with some Ciroc Amaretto in there.
That's right.
And it's hitting.
Dude, it's bomb.
So I think just, there ain't coffee in this cup in
Right.
case y'all wondering.
Right?
Start off with a glitch today.
Love it.
All right. I lost something at the beach and it showed up the next day. This one kind of had, I don't know. All right. A couple weeks ago, I was at the beach and got taken out by a wave. I was wearing a sticky, I don't know why. I mean, maybe you can describe this why after, but I was wearing sticky bra inserts under my bathing suit when
Not
I
the
got
cutlets.
out. Yeah. When I got out of the water, I had only one insert left. I looked around and tried to find it, but it was nowhere to be found. I drove home and took the one I had out and had left it in my bathroom. The next morning, I was on Amazon about to buy another pair and walked into the bathroom to find the one I had presumably lost sitting on the nightstand in the hallway. It had shells and sand all over it. I know for a fact I lost it and it was never in my possession after I left the beach. Weird.
Nah, I don't believe it's
Why
a
are
glitch.
you wearing chicken cutlets at the
real.
beach, bro?
Those things
You don't
are
like sand
so
on her nips.
finicky.
That's what it is, dude. She doesn't like the way sand feels on
Hey,
her
it's
raw
a sensory
raw
thing. It's a
nipple.
sensory thing. I don't blame her. But those things are finicky because they're sticky.
Yeah.
So, like, who knows? It could have been, like, stuck to, like, your back or something and you didn't realize.
Yo,
Like,
and if she went with her mans, imagine like you're at the beach with your girl and like you guys turn around to walk back to your little
You see
little
one
site,
big
you
tit.
just see
That'd be so funny.
not even that, but like you just notice something on her back shoulder and it's just a cutlet.
It's like
and
on
be
her
like,
ass cheek.
babe, your tit's on your back.
What is that thing?
I feel like why?
It's a
I mean,
jellyfish.
maybe I'm an idiot, but like, why would you wear that with a bathing suit?
That's what I'm saying. Like, please explain.
Maybe for like support. Personally, I don't like the support in bikinis, but like lately, like I see like bikinis with like the same wiring as like bras. I fucking hate that. You like that? Have at it. Like some girls really want their bust for their bikini.
I got a man
I'm raw
question for
dogging.
you. You do.
That's what I would do.
Do you cut
with
the
my
liner
tits.
out of your bathing suit?
I used to, yeah. But I do board shorts now, so I don't know the last time I wore like a bathing suit per se.
So I have select bathing suits that I'll leave the net in because there's certain ones I have that are actually comfortable to cradle the package perfectly, and then other times it's like, nah, I'll just wear a pair of boxes under,
Yeah.
like cut the liner
I'm
out.
today
Yeah.
years old finding out there's liners. I thought you guys were just
Oh, really?
willy willy free
No,
willy.
No, there's
there's
like mesh
mesh.
in there. Yeah.
Most of
Wow.
them.
I
Like
thought it was
tighty
just
whities
hanging
built
out.
in.
You were really today years old when
Yeah.
you found that out?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I used to cut those out of all my bathing suits, and then board shorts got invented.
Because sometimes like it'll chafe. Like as a kid, if you're in and out of the pool, you run around playing wiffle ball in the yard and stuff like that. Shit chafes.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
It's true.
it's a fact.
Like the mental image I have of like just balls sitting in a mesh.
That's what it is. It's just like a little hammock for your nuts.
Yeah, but it's not necessarily always comfortable.
I love that.
Good, fam.
Yeah. Same problem with like when I leave my house, dude. I always forget if I lock the door, so I have to double take and go back. I just forgot if I.
There's been times I
record.
was like halfway somewhere and I'm like, I don't know, and I've driven back.
Same.
No shame.
No shame.
Rough life. I'm an
All
idiot.
right.
ADHD problems.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
I'm so sick of saving threads on Reddit
Why
and
don't
then
you just
going back and
screenshot
they're
'em?
gone. That's a great point. I'm gonna start doing that.
That's
All
what I
right.
did.
I love this like Reddit page. It's bad roommates. The shit that people complain about, dude, like it's so funny. All right, housemate having sex with the door open. My house.
Fuck.
Let's hear what happened.
Foul play.
Yeah.
My housemate / roommate who stays in the room down the hall keeps having sex with their door open. And they are not quiet about it. Usually I can't hear anything because I have headphones in, but when I take them off, I can hear her moaning super fucking loud and getting spanked repeatedly. The spanking itself, even without the moaning, has woken me up because of how loud it is.
Damn.
I didn't look at you, but I saw your fucking eyebrows rise up as I said that. When the door is closed, it's way, way more muffled. Otherwise, the shouts, moans of pain and pleasure, and the general loud-ass, although admittedly impressively fast, thrust, squelch sounds are disgusting, awkward when you're not involved. Roommates with
FOMO.
boyfriends who hang around 7 days a week are really annoying. FOMO is right.
I want to be in there too.
This next part is the part that got me. Ready? So, my roommate with boyfriend who hangs around 7 days a week are really annoying. Like, I'm also gay as fuck. Heterosexual sex doesn't turn me on, so I don't even get anything out of it. Just annoyed. How do you think I should approach this situation?
It can't even be a perv in the background.
He goes, damn. I'm
Can't even be a bird
He
in
said,
the background.
damn, I'm gay as fuck. I can't even enjoy this.
That is torture.
That's hilarious and also like horrible.
Like, what the fuck? Close the door.
I would, if I was him, I would close the door. Like I would do it.
Yeah, but at the same time, I've also been the roommate that has sex really loud, not with the door open.
Not with the door open.
And said person
Yeah, I mean,
knows exactly who I'm talking about when I say this. I'm not gonna call him out. We all know who it is. But he would jump on this episode so fast and make comments like "fuck you." So I get it. It is annoying. Like,
It'd be like that, but at least the door is closed.
yeah, you just gotta close the door.
yeah, just close the door. And
Have
I mean,
some decorum.
That's it. It's
I mean, and
like an
again,
exhibitionist. Like with your door open, it's like you're inviting people in.
but also when
Like,
you share,
honestly, at that point, I'm just going to stand there. You're doing great.
Right.
You're doing great.
Yeah, but when
Ironically,
you-
that's also the speed he was going at.
yeah, I love how the Spanx itself
Yeah, that
woke
was
her up out of
hilarious.
her sleep.
That was hilarious.
This dude must be full out like
Yeah, dude.
And the speed of the thrusts. Like,
get some.
Yeah.
This guy knows how to fuck.
great core, great stamina. Love that.
All right. Let's. Oh no. I got the thread. I had to keep fucking.
This hot chocolate is bussin'.
It is good. I like the amaretto. It's good. Yeah.
It's damn good.
All right. Here's a good one. So I am dorming and share a room with one person. We are not friends. We are not close. My roommate has this habit of always wanting to know where I'm going and when I'll be back. I find it annoying because I will never ask them, nor do I expect them to tell me. If I say I am coming back at 7 p.m. but actually want to be back earlier than that, I feel like I can't. Also, the only reason I'm out is usually because my roommate never leaves. And before anyone says that they just want to have people over, we both agreed that if we wanted to have people over, we would need to let each other know asking when I'll be back isn't the same.
Yes, annoying.
That's so annoying, bro.
The most annoying.
I'm sorry, if it's your like girlfriend or wife, like, and you're leaving, like, you owe an answer to your wife or your significant other, your husband, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like a roommate, like, bro, we just share a space. We don't share a life.
Literally.
A lot of roommates don't fucking understand that.
Dude, that's what I was gonna say. Like, it irks me so bad when people think because you're living together, you're
Like
like
we're
best
besties.
friends. Yeah, no, dude. Like the rent was in a nice location for a good price, and I needed someone else to fill up the other room to make the price better.
but like,
Yeah, exactly.
seriously though,
Need a
like,
place to live.
no malice behind it, but
No,
like,
not at all. Yeah, you're not.
We don't have to
obligated-
be friends.
Yeah, you're not obligated to be friends with that person. That shit annoyed me to no end. Like when I've usually had good situations like living with people, but I remember my friends like would get apartments or like their siblings or whatever.
hearing roommate horror stories.
Yeah,
Oy.
that, and it's just like, oh man, I don't know. When they like try to integrate into everything, because they don't want to be left out, or because they feel like, oh, it's like my roommate, they're going out for dinner, like I should go with them. It's like, no, you shouldn't go with them.
Or if you're having like home festivities and they feel like they need to like join in on it, it's like you can leave. Like,
well, the thing is, like, there's obviously always going to be scenarios where like you and 3 of your best buddies or like whatever get a place together, and like that's a little different, like, because when you're living with someone who's like actually your best friend, like you want to hang out with
but
them.
if you're finding them off of
whatever,
Craigslist or something and roommating,
yeah,
like,
but if it's someone that you don't know, like you don't have a relationship with this person, you just share, like, and that's something I could never do, by the way. It's just like, oh, room for rent, need to rent a room. Like, meanwhile, if you try to rent a room in the greater Boston area, dude, like people charge like, oh, I need $1,200 for 1 bedroom, and we're sharing the whole of the space, and I can't have dogs, and I can't
eat
smoke,
my bagels,
and like you're gonna be snooping through my fucking underwear drawer when I'm not home, like sniffing my fucking Hanes briefs,
fucking with your door open.
You know, all that. So it's, you know.
Yeah. No, you keep it to the common areas and common activities. Like, if I'm making myself dinner, like in a roommate situation, if we actually maybe let's segue this. What do you guys do? What would you do about like groceries? Like, you buy your shit, I buy my shit, or like
I
we're
think
each
that's
throwing
exactly
down
how
$100?
it should be.
If it in a scenario where we're not friends, like I don't know,
like how would you
handle?
how would you handle it? Like, I'm gonna buy my shit, put my name on it. Don't eat my fucking yogurt, or I'm shoving it up your ass.
Yes.
So here's
that's
my
me,
thing.
honestly. Like, seriously, because it's just like, I bought it. It's my shit. This is the shit that I like. This is the shit that I'm looking forward to coming home to eat. Yep. So when I come home and I find out my yogurt's gone, we're fighting, and you owe me fucking yogurt.
2 of them.
Bitch.
Facts.
Yogurt with interest.
I got two things. First and foremost, I'm not going to go into that type of scenario without trying to get like comfortable with this person. Okay. So if I don't know you, I want to get comfortable enough to the point where it can be I'm going to go grocery shopping, write down the shit that you want. I'll buy it. I'll buy this shit. And like, just have that like mutual agreement. Like, don't eat each other, like the shit that we know each other likes, like don't eat all of it. Like, if you want some, have some, but like community kind of household. I don't know if I could live in a scenario where I'm like buying shit, putting my name on it, and then like, telling someone like, don't eat my shit. Like, it just doesn't feel right. Cause it's like, we live together. Like, I don't know. However, in a different world, I would say buy yourself a pretty good size mini fridge.
Yeah, that's what
and
a lot
all
of
the stuff that
do.
you don't want, like definitely don't want eaten, goes in your mini fridge.
Right.
And if you really don't know trust this person, you should have a lock on your door. Right. So have a little cupboard, little Tupperware thing full of your snacks, all that. Like, we've all been there with like,
I don't mind sharing. It's you feeling entitled to my shit. Ask me.
Different.
Send me a text.
well, there's nothing worse than
but don't
like,
feel entitled to eat my last fucking yogurt.
No,
never the last one.
Never the last one.
Yeah.
And
Never
never
even the
not
second-
say anything.
Never the second to last one either.
Yeah.
Because then you're like timing out the one you're gonna eat, and like
Exactly.
when you can have your
you
last
can
one.
have the first yogurt out of the pack. I don't
Absolutely.
care about that.
Have at it.
Yeah.
But
Crack it
anything,
open.
first and second, I'm watching you. Once you get to that third one, foul play, dude.
Yeah.
Foul play.
Yeah.
I do like something. I've done things like in between, where it's like, all right, we're going grocery shopping. We're gonna each throw down $50, and with that, we're gonna get like all our rice, all our pasta, like the stuff that you get in bulk. And if like you want to make yourself rice, we got rice. But like, don't be eating my fucking fillets, you know what I mean, or like drinking all my orange juice.
You know what drives me to the moon? You buy a fucking rack of bananas.
Oh my God.
Right? You buy a bundle of nanners.
What do they call those? What is it called? Is it a bundle?
A little satchel? A little fucking...
I think it is bundle. Bundle of bananas.
Bundle
I
of
don't
bananas.
know. I don't know. A rack of fucking...
A rack.
Rack them up.
Rack of potassium.
Rack of bananas.
Nah, but you buy the bananas, bro, and then like... Dog be eating them motherfuckers, and they're not even ripe yet. Dude, you go to have a banana. By the time they're ripe, there's 2 left.
Dude, not even that.
I hate that.
You have like a window of 3 hours for a ripe banana.
No, dead ass. Same with an avocado. Like,
Nah, bro, because I'll eat a black ass banana, dude. When it's soft, it's so good. Not like rotten to the point where like you're
I hear
making
ya.
banana
we
bread with
love
it.
non-discriminators.
Hey,
Black, yellow, he don't care.
It's not a white banana.
That's right.
Yeah, no, dude, I like bananas, but like I feel like I buy them ripe, and then by the time I get home from the grocery store, they've gone bad.
I feel like with avocados and bananas, you buy them with good intentions, and then
No, you gotta buy the banana when it's like orange yellow still.
Yeah, I buy them when they're like super, super green.
same.
Like super
Why did I
green.
say orange? I meant green.
I don't know.
Wow, I'm fucking tapped. Who do I think I am?
Not a banana
Mix it
expert.
up. Apparently not. Apparently not.
You know what I do love while we're
What
on
do
the
you
subject
love?
of bananas? Bananas and Rice Krispie treats.
Ooh.
So good.
I like to put peanut butter on my Rice Krispie treat.
That's a good idea. Yeah, the treats. Yeah, I'll stand by it, but I meant the cereal.
Oh, the cereal.
Yeah.
Like
But
with
I'll
milk?
Yeah, yeah.
How's your tummy feeling after?
It's a splash of milk just to lube
Get
it
the
up.
whistle.
I gotta
wet.
say that my fucking coffee cup is looking seasoned. Look at that thing.
Dude. Yeah, mine too.
Wow.
Got a nice crust on the
Yeah,
edges.
just
Yeah.
quick rinse that.
Nope, you just save it.
Don't even rinse it. Leave it for tomorrow.
Perfect for
Leave
my
it for
next
next week.
Dude, so fucked.
Imagine sipping it and getting like little pieces of crust.
Oh my god, no. Stop.
All right, I have another thread. Today I fucked up by not thinking when I threw stuff out. A small one, but I found it funny. My dog and constant companion for the last 14 years passed away recently. I decided to clean up and throw out a bunch of her stuff, including her dog bed and way too many toys, including several very loud squeaky toys. The trash pickup is bright and early this morning. Happened to be while I was looking out the window and making my morning coffee. The sanitation worker dumped the bags into the truck, then immediately hit the lever to compact the garbage. As I mentioned, it was early morning, and there were several startling loud toys which scream out when squeezed. Yes, the worker definitely heard the noise and stopped the compactor from any further movement. I'm glad to report that emergency services were not notified about living things being thrown away and crushed. I think that's funny. Like, that'd be something funny to watch first thing in the morning, you know?
Oh my
like,
gosh, imagine the sound.
So I have a question. And I was listening to Sports Hub dropping the kids off to school the other day, and they were talking about this. They were talking about how Hardy like has this thing where like he tries to go out and like help the trash people. Like if the people are coming for the recycles and it all didn't fit in the recycle bin and he tucked it in between as they're grabbing the first bar, he'll be out there to like grab the and like the
Right.
like do you do do you ever help your trash person out at all in any way, shape, or form? And B, do you think that they appreciate it? Do you think they're just like, get the fuck, let me do my job? Like, I don't give a fuck how you, as long as you put your shit out, however you put it out, I'm gonna take care of it. Get the fuck out of here. Like, what do you think?
B, for sure.
Yeah, B.
Option B.
Yeah.
100% of
definitely
the time.
option B.
And don't get twisted, they're not making shit money.
No, dude,
Yeah,
they
that's
make
why
they
it's
do
like,
pretty
why
well.
would I?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't
They
need
do
to
pretty
help
well.
you.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
And
They-
I think
they
You're
look-
the
like,
professional here, not me.
and I don't think any one of them's gonna like always necessarily give you like a grim like response. Well, yeah, thanks, buddy, whatever. But like
Yeah, I
when
mean-
they get back in the truck, they're probably just like
Talking mad
because
shit.
like how many like soccer dads like go out there or just like go out there to like conversate. They sit there with like their hands on their hips to like go out there and like.
Fuck that.
They hear the trash, they hear
Oh,
the
yeah.
they hear the trash truck coming out the blinds, you know what I mean, and then they go
Like, just
fucking
let me
running
do my
outside.
job.
Like,
Dude, fuck that.
It's
know
like
what I mean?
it's probably
Like-
like having somebody that's like who's familiar with the same job industry and they're coming to you talking about work and you're just like, get the fuck away from me. Like I know
Yeah.
what I'm doing.
You
Shut
know-
up.
You know what I
Like,
never understood? How people befriend their mailmen. I don't understand.
You
the
know
I
how-
have a
though?
few clients that are friends with their mailman.
Really? How does that work? dude?
because some people have the same mailman for like 20
Like
fucking
30
years.
yeah.
Dude, I have like 5 different mailmen every day.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't think I've ever had the same.
But I
mailman.
notice
Yeah.
it's like the people who like are home a lot and they're there to get the mail and
Right.
they just find themselves talking to the mailman.
Fair enough.
Well,
I mean,
like
it's-
it starts
it's a
off
routine, I
like here's a
guess.
dunks card for Christmas
Yeah, that's
type
that's
of
cool.
thing.
Yeah, that's cool.
Then you get friendly. Then it's Father's Day. You get to talking one day about kids you fucking. Here's
Yeah.
a, here's
And
a
I'm
thing.
not talking
know-
shit. One of my good
Yeah, I
friends
think
is a
it's
mailman
cool.
in like Chatham on the Cape or something. So like I
Oh, nice.
Yeah, no, like and he's knowing him, I should just like eat my words because he's like the most charismatic, outgoing person.
He's
you
making
ever meet.
conversation with
Yeah,
everyone.
like,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
the one doing it.
right.
Yeah, I never understood it.
I don't know if I have. I don't think I have another one.
All
Because
right.
you
I got
said you had a couple.
questions.
Yeah, go ahead. Yep.
Yeah.
I like the questions.
I like the
Same
questions
Z's.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's a really small thing that irritates you?
Oh man. You want me to start at like 150,000? Or you want me to start
You know
at
what?
one?
I'll go. A person who just has to be against the grain.
Oh,
That just don't talk to me.
nothing.
kinda me sometimes,
Just
but-
because too. Like, there's nothing worse than something. And like, perfect example. I was anti Five Guys. Never had it a day in my life. Just to shit
jeez.
all over, just to go against the grain. Just because when it was first came out, it was a big thing. Everyone loved Five Guys. So that's what I'm saying. Is like to go against the grain just because like you're wrong. You know.
But you're
that drives
sticking
me
to it.
crazy.
Like
Yeah,
I
that drives me
it
crazy.
just I'm like, ew, you're
Damn, I can't
Annoying.
stand people like that.
That's like the reason I think to this day I still haven't seen Lord of the Rings. None of them. Not
You
a single,
gotta see
not
Lord
a
of the
minute.
Rings,
Why
though.
at this point? Why?
No, because honestly, it's a good film. If you like that kind of fantasy and stuff like that,
don't.
like it's really good. Yeah, but how can you fuck with like Harry Potter and not like elves and dwarves?
Dude,
and...
it took me a long time to submit to Harry Potter.
he said disgusted.
Remind
Disgusting.
me to take his chair next episode.
Much
He's
blood.
standing next episode. What's the question? Something
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 small
that irritates me.
you. Yeah.
I think when you work, and this is like not relatable to everyone unless you work in a kitchen, but when people don't say fucking behind you,
Oh yeah.
like when you
No,
go to
yeah, that would
turn
piss
and you have
me
something
off.
hot and you like either spill it or burn yourself or burn that person or like, oh man, like I'll never forget. I'm pretty sure it was at Dell's. I'll never forget this. So funny. We had someone staging. I don't know if you know what that is, but for those of you who
Tryout.
don't know, yeah, it's a tryout. Like you come in for like a 3-hour shift on like a Saturday night to see how things work, see if you like it, see if you fit in, what have you. So we had this dude in there who was like this like short, older black guy, like wicked cocky, like kept getting in the way, like, and it's me and Lucia actually, and we're hustling and bustling, dude, and dude kept getting on like in my way, so I kept telling him, dude, get out of my way, and when you're behind me, I need to know behind you. Like
Right.
this is a busy
safety
station,
hazard.
bro. I'm on
Yeah.
sides at Dell's. Like people love their Brussels sprouts and their fucking mashed potatoes and their lobster max. Like you're in the way. Because me and Lucia are dogs. We 2-man the station when technically like that's a 3-man station. But regardless, so I would just ever so gently, I'd get him like on the forearm. Dude, I burned him so many times. He got fucking pissed. Got in my face. It was like, dude, you keep fucking burning me. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. You just keep getting away. I'm not trying to burn you. Like, I just played the whole
Meanwhile, you
innocent
are.
card or whatever the whole
Right.
time I'm trying to burn him.
Yeah.
I pissed this dude off to the point where he left the stage.
Oh my, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Well, he clearly didn't know how to communicate. So
Well, he wasn't
gonna.
gonna last in the
Literally, I'm
kitchen.
like, right.
So
Like, almost every other time I turned around, I'd just, like, ever so gently, like, rub the hot saute pan across his forearm real quick.
Dude, if he's standing behind you, I mean, that's kind of
if you're
what
not
happens.
following the rules of a kitchen, get out.
Yeah, I mean, dude, at the
Get out.
Greek festival, I think it was COVID. Maybe it was the year after or like the year before. In any event, I had Kel like kind of. It was COVID because we did a drive-through, and Kel's like one of the only people in that group, like for the festival, that's actually worked in restaurants. Like everyone
Okay.
else is a great volunteer.
Yeah,
Right.
but she has experience.
She
Yeah,
knows.
yeah,
And she's
and-
been a manager, so
Yeah.
she really knows.
And that year, dude, she honestly like whooped everybody into shape to the point that now everyone's like behind, coming around, like and doing the kitchen shit.
Good.
You really,
You
it makes
should
a
be.
difference.
Yeah, because
It
she was
really
like,
does.
if we're gonna be
Like you
doing a
said, safety
drive-through,
hazard.
yeah. And her whole thing was like, if we're trying to be efficient, we need to be efficient, and part of that is like strong communication
And
to the point
safety.
where someone's
Yeah.
behind you. Yeah. So that was, that was that.
What's your little thing? I want to hear it.
What is that on my nuts? Oh.
I feel like mine's everything.
Same.
You ever see those like memes when they're like, it's like it's funny you said ADHD because people are like, big huge problem like doesn't phase you, but then you stub your toe and it like literally is the
Sends
worst
you,
thing that ever happens
sends
to you.
you.
I don't want to talk about stub
One
toes
thing,
right now.
hold it for 1 second. Well, I guess One thing that really irritates me is when people change their speed. Most recently, it was a lady walking through the grocery store with a cart,
that was
she was
gonna
like,
say that.
going quick, going slow, going quick, going quicker, going quicker, going slow, slower and quicker,
in the
and then
way.
slower and quick. Yeah, and I was just like, lady, fucking pick a gear and like stick to it,
and
please.
pick a lane
Yeah,
too
for real.
while you're at it.
That's I can't fucking stand it. Like
Yeah.
even more so when people are driving and like
Yeah.
the random traffic that doesn't happen for any reason.
Because everyone
Everyone fucking
rubbernecks.
yeah, literally.
People are looking
rubbernecking,
at
dude.
something.
Like those little.
I'm a hypocrite in that situation, so
'Cause
I'm
you
like,
do it
stop
too.
fucking rubbernecking
I mean,
so
we-
I can rubberneck.
Yeah, we all do
bitch.
it.
Yeah, I'm the guy that
We all
rolls down
do
his
it.
window and says, "Take a good fucking look."
Yeah. You know what I've been seeing a lot in my algorithms on socials of like people in car accidents and the person like driving by roll the window down. You can't park there.
I love
Shit's
that.
So funny.
I'm in a fucking accident.
You can't
Yeah,
park
but you
there.
can't park there.
Speaking of driving, I need to make a confession.
Uh-oh.
One of
We both just
one of my worst qualities
Uh-oh.
is that if I'm somewhere where someone asks for directions,
you give them the wrong ones.
more than likely, but it's because I don't know what they're asking for, and I just want to help them. So they'll be like, "Dude, do you know how to get here?" I'm just like, "Of course,
Yeah,
of course. Go straight. You're gonna hit a light. Take a left. Go about a half a mile down. You're gonna see a big brick building. Take that right, and it'll be right in front of you."
Right
And
there.
they're always just like, "Thank you so much," and, they
And you're
drive
just
away.
winging it.
And I'm just like, "Oh God, I feel so good." Because they feel good driving away, and they're like, "Nice, now I'm on track again."
I have a confession to make, and it's in the same lane. When I worked at Chart House, which was right behind like aquarium, pretty much like literally right behind aquarium station. But this obviously touristy ass area, so anytime, and this isn't even like specifically when I worked there. This has been my whole life growing up in Boston. Anytime, and I feel bad for any of you tourists who have ever been in Boston, ran into me and asked me for directions. Because I will give you the complete opposite directions. Like people used to be like, oh, like they'd be at the aquarium. How do I get to the aquarium? Oh, so you're gonna want to walk all the way down street. Meanwhile, I'm literally walking them to the seaport to like Harpoon Brewery.
That's so.
Literally, I'm like, yeah. So like we could be at the aquarium. They don't even realize it. And I'm like, yeah. So turn around, walk literally like 8 blocks straight. As soon as you see the barking crab on your left in that bridge, take a left over that. That's called the seaport. You're gonna want to walk through all the way through the seaport. Like just
You're the reason why
every-
tourists talk shit about us.
get.
One time when
Yeah,
I
but
was,
here's the thing: you have a fucking iPhone in your pocket.
Yeah, look it up. When I
Why are
was
you bothering me? I'm trying to get to work.
When I was working at my uncle's,
Spoken like a true asshole.
I was working at my uncle's dealership, and he had people coming in all the time to like buy cars for their vacations to drive around instead of renting it. It's a weird thing that like happened a lot. So I was tasked with driving this Australian couple to South Station. I don't know where South Station was, so I drove around. I shit you not, dude. I drove around Boston till I saw a bus stop that said South Station on it, and I dropped
just
them off
followed
at the dropped them off at the bus stop, and they were both just like. This feels like a little small, like compared to what they were expecting. And
Right.
I was like, it says South Station right there, like it's right here. And they got out, and like again, I don't know what happened to them. I hope they got back to where they were
I
going.
hope they
but,
got
like,
to South Station.
You pulled a me.
It's like, oh, we're here.
Wow.
Yeah, because it really is one of them ones where it's like you have a smartphone in your pocket. Like unless you're like a crackhead, homeless, like old person that's like coming up to me and you're tapped out of your mind and you have no idea where you are. Like,
Well, in that instance, I'm just driving away.
yeah, exactly. But my point is that like you probably don't have a fucking iPhone in your pocket.
Fair,
But like some tourists, you're here visiting, like you have a cell phone that's capable of taking you anywhere you want to go in the city. But you're bothering me after I just sat on the train. Watched 5 junkies nod out. Watched 3 African women cuss their children. Like, watched, all this foul stuff that you see on the train. Like, and again.
And you just can't take 2 seconds out your day to be kind.
And we're no New York City, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
for
like,
real.
but, no, I can't.
Okay.
Because I don't want to be bothered when I'm out there like that. Like, I just
Spoken
don't.
like a true asshole.
Yeah,
I
for
love
real.
it.
I
Don't
just
bother
don't.
me.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't blame you, dude. I give people wrong directions.
That's how
all the
we
time.
be.
Yeah.
Especially because it's
Send them
like,
on their merry
if it's
way.
one of them ones where like I'm working in the city and I don't have a parking pass, which normally I would as a chef in the city, they usually accommodate that. But when you have to drive from your crib to the train station, get off, take the whole train, like I said, deal with all the shit that you see on the train. Now I'm getting off the train. I'm almost home free. You want to stop me? You're taking the 8 minutes I have to get
How
a
dare
fucking
you.
coffee?
How dare
To
you
stop at
ask him a
Dunks, dude?
question? The fuck is wrong with you?
iPhone.
People have got no respect, dude.
Anywho, got carried away there. What else you got?
Let it out, baby. Let it out.
I got one. Well, I guess we'll go with this. What's a piece of common advice that you think is actually bad? You might need to think about it. So,
What's one piece of common advice?
They're in a better place. I don't want to fucking hear that right now. Shut up.
that's a decent one. Like other people have on the thread, they were saying, like fake it till you make it's a bad piece of advice. Which I whatever is your opinion on
Oh,
that?
I got
but like
one.
shit like that. You know what I mean?
Oh, like if you have the money to do something, do it. You can always make more. Like I feel like that's kind of bad advice. Like if you're in a position where you shouldn't be spending money and you're going out like really going to the club, strip club, just blowing your money in
Yeah.
literally stupid places, like that's not good advice.
Yeah.
It's not.
I'm gonna take a little bit of a cop out, but like I think when people give advice, like half the time it's just for themselves.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So like I think a lot of advice
I
is
agree.
ill-advised because people are always like, "Oh well, I would do," and it's like, yeah, well, you're not.
We're not talking
me,
about
first
you,
of all.
so-
Yeah.
I didn't ask you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One piece of advice I'll say that I give to people in like lieu of this, we're at the age where like friends are starting to buy houses or like having kids and like all that type of stuff. And my piece of advice to anyone buying a house is like never take the advice of anybody when you're in your home purchasing process because like they don't have any clue what
you're looking
Yeah,
for.
what you're going through, what you're looking for, like nothing like that. Even this piece of advice, you want to throw it away? Go ahead and ask your mom. But like I'm telling you, your mom's going to tell you what she wants you to do.
Right.
Not
Right.
what you should do, not what you can do,
what she
not
thinks
what you
is
want
best
to
for
do.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, so like
That's actually
No, it's valid.
valid
yeah,
as
like
fuck.
people making like huge decisions, I think advice can honestly be saved for whoever wants to give it. Just keep it to yourself because
I
like,
don't know why people always seek validation so
Very true.
desperately
Very true.
as a human species, and like I don't give a fuck who you think you are. You I don't care. You seek validation,
Yeah, yeah.
like in any way, shape, or form as a human. Like it's weird
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
because that's the only reason why you're asking for someone's advice. You want someone to tell you what you want to hear. That's why you're asking for advice. If I say, "Hey, Vinny, should I go with
But
the
it's
blue one or the
annoying.
red one?" I really like the red one.
Right.
But it's
I
annoying.
want
You
you to
already
tell
have
me
your
that.
mind made up. So
That's
it's
the other
like
But
part
that's
of
what
it
I'm
too,
saying.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point
it's
too.
like asking your friend like for advice for a man that you know you're not going to leave. So like why are you wasting everyone's time?
Well, because
You're not going to
you-
leave him.
again,
you know I'm going to tell you to leave him. So why why are we
you
doing
want
this?
the validation, and honestly, I'm that way a lot. Is whereas like I could know what the right answer is to something, but I'll have to call my dad and have him hear it from him
sure.
for me to be like, okay, now I can make. This
I get
decision.
it. Maybe you need
Like,
to hear it from another vessel, but I just feel like if you have your mind made up, why are you wasting my time?
No.
Why?
No.
because some things are like are
No,
hard.
there's
It's-
just no
it's not
yeah
always
but to it. It's
easy.
like you're wasting my time where like no,
I
you're
think,
wasting my time.
Unsolicited advice is like one of the most annoying things ever.
from the peanut gallery.
Dude, for real. Like it's so annoying when people just feel the like same side of the validation but on the opposite. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, dude, I first of all didn't ask you for your opinion or advice.
Like
Like
it's always the
know what I
worst
mean?
when you're like not in a mood for it and you get it. It's one thing
Yeah.
if you get it from like someone coming from a good place and you could just sort of like, haha, yeah, thank you, appreciate it, and like
Right.
brush
Ugh,
it off.
especially when you're not
But when
in
you're
the mood, it's the
not trying to
worst.
hear that shit. And
That's
you
when I
get
just
that,
say, yeah, I'll put that in the suggestion box. Thanks. Like
My go-to for that is I don't remember asking. Like straight like that too. Like I don't remember asking you what you think.
one of my biggest like pisses me off, not like really, but like it's so annoying when you're just like venting to someone and like
they make it about them.
not even yes, but also when they're like oh but yeah you were wrong and it's like I know I was wrong, I was
Yeah.
just fucking letting it out for a 2nd. You know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
like,
Let
dude,
me be wrong for a minute.
yeah, like can I just fucking express my frustration
Yeah.
without having you tell me what
It's
I
like a
could have
person
done
who
differently?
like has to say, I told you so. Like, bitch.
yeah, right, yeah, that shit's so annoying too.
Yeah. I hate I told you ass so motherfucker because I am that I told you ass so motherfucker. So you know.
Hey,
But like
someone's
I
gotta
don't.
be.
I also in the same breath like yes, be real with me and be like, nah, bitch, you was dead wrong for that. But like after I vent,
Right.
and after we ha ha it off, and you're like,
Right.
no, but really, you were dead wrong, and I'd be
Right.
like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I mean,
You're
half the time I'll be like, dude, I was out of line. And
But in the
that's
moment,
time
you need to
give the
hype me
advice.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, just like get my back for like 5 minutes before we
Literally,
talk about how
let me be
shitty of a decision I
delusional,
made.
and yeah.
The bottom line too is practice what you preach. Like, don't
Yeah,
be
for
out
real,
here
yeah.
preaching to the preaching to the choir, and you're not going home and practicing that shit yourself. And we're all culprits of all this shit. So it's not. I'm not over here saying I'm better than anybody else, and I don't do all these things because I do.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, people ask me for advice for directions all the time. And I give them the wrong one.
I love it. I
only
really
in
do
Boston
love it.
though. Like, you can stop me anywhere else outside of the city, and I'll try to get you to where you need to go. Inside the city, leave me alone.
Good luck to you.
Leave me alone, please.
I got one more question.
You got one more?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
It's like kind of a left turn from what we were talking about, but it doesn't really need to be. What's a moment you realized your parents were cooler than you thought?
I know for a fact, for my mom, it was when we were out at a gay bar one night, and it doesn't even exist anymore. It was in Lynn, called Franz, and mad fun. Like, gay bars are mad fun,
Yes,
but
they
that's
are.
not the point. But we were outside. My mom was smoking a butt, and like some people walked by, like talking shit, like gay bashing my mom or whatever. And like, so I think my uncle Mike was there too. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he was. So me and him are like,
He called me 2 days ago.
who?
Your Uncle Mike.
My uncle Mike.
Yeah. The one that owned the vape shop? That Mike?
Mike.
Yeah.
We can quack that
It was
last name
he
out.
he called the wrong Vinny. He was like, "Hey Vinny, like you get the whatever the fuck he asked me," and I was like, "Who
Wrong
is-"
one.
I was like, "Who is this?" And he was like, "It's," and I was like, "Who?" He goes, "Mike," and I was like, "I know that name, but I don't know
Why,
from where."
yeah, but
and then
why
he
would
was
you
like,
have his number? From the vape days?
"Yeah, because I filmed an event for them one time.
Oh, I didn't even know this.
I think I did. I filmed a vape event for someone one time. I had to have
Plot
been there.
twist.
Wow.
Anyway, sorry, continue. But yeah,
Where was I? I completely, like, you just captivated me. I forgot where I was.
gay bashing your mom and
Oh,
your,
okay,
and your
yeah,
uncle was there.
yeah. So they're like gay bashing my mom or whatever. So like me and my uncle getting like, oh, like what? Da, da, da. My mom was like, boom, boom, dude. Hit one dude, knocked him
Sleeper?
out.
Nice.
Hit the other dude, knocked him out. And we just
Sleepers.
went back into the bar. And like, I think at this point, honestly, I hate to say I'm not even like old enough to be in a bar at this point. So I'm like, that was fucking cool. Holy shit. So like, that's for my mom. And for my dad, I'm not really sure. I think the moment I realized my dad was like really cool is when I think on probably like the first time I smoked with my dad, like smoked weed with my dad. I think I realized I'm like, oh, my dad's cool, because I think once we broke that barrier, it opened up like a whole different realm of like types of conversation we
Right.
could have, and like it just unlocked like a fucking level of relationship.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, definitely.
yeah.
What about you? Unless you haven't figured out that your parents are cooler than.
I mean, your dad drives a cool ass fucking like Lincoln or whatever.
That fucking ancient ass piece of metal. I knew my mom was really cool when we were at Market Basket and there was this obnoxious lady. Fast, slow, and like, not only that, she was ignorant and stopping in the middle of the aisle to walk all the way down the aisle, sometimes even leave the aisle, and like, her cart was in the way. My mom gets her cart and like, she runs down like 4 aisles and just like hums it down the aisle.
That's great.
Then she comes back and we're like in the aisle and the lady's like, do you know where my cart went? My mom's like, no.
That's so funny.
No, I don't.
That's
So weird.
That's
You should go find
gangsta.
it.
That's
Get the
super
fuck out
gangsta
my
right
way.
That's so
I
funny.
like that.
And for my dad, I knew he was really cool when I was beefing with these girls my senior year. And he was like, I'm going down to that McDonald's that she works at, and I'm going to order a whole bunch of food, and I'm going to get to the window, and I'm not going to pay for it. I'm like, that's right. You're a real one.
You show him, daddy.
That's right.
Yeah, I think mine. I was having a conversation with my dad one day, and he was telling me and my brother about how he went down to Jamaica with a bunch of friends, and they were like tripping mushrooms on the beach and shit. And I was like, damn, I don't know you're about that life. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for anyone who doesn't know, my dad passed away. So, like, no one's going to give him shit for it. When I was younger, I thought my mom was, like, way too harsh on people sometimes. Like, people that are doing their jobs fucking horribly, to be honest. I am now my mom. And I realized that she was like just kind of a badass because, dude, she expects people to do good things the right way the first time.
Right.
I don't blame her.
Yeah. And I used to think it was like so harsh, but as I got older, I was like, oh no, she's just like
Pretty,
kind of a
pretty
boss.
cool, mom.
Yeah, she's kind of like
boss
a
for
boss
calling it out.
Yeah. So those
I like
are,
that.
Those are my two, I think.
I know. I finally got to meet your mom. We talked for a while.
Yeah, she's cool.
I was a few weeks ago.
Yeah, she's awesome. Took me a while to realize that. I thought she was just like a crazy Catholic lady, but she's a normal
She's
person.
cool. She's
Yeah.
cool people.
We all.
I fuck with her.
Yeah. The other thing, and this is funny too. I was talking to Kelly the other day because you guys know, we're having a kid in April, and I was saying to her, I was like, I always wondered what my parents' life was like before kids, and I was like, we're living in it. Like, this is what their life was like before kids.
Yep.
That's insane.
Yeah.
It's life. It's
Yeah, but
regular life.
you're so lucky you got to like live a regular life before having kids. Though, like you didn't have kids at 18, like my dumb ass.
You weren't a
Like,
statistic.
you know what I mean?
True, but like, dude, you always look back and like forget that your parents were people, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I'm in the middle of being a person turning into a parent, so it's
Yeah.
like weird having that.
Transition.
Yeah, and like having the view of it and be like, dude, this is crazy.
It makes you give your parents more grace.
100%.
Well, it's so weird how your life changes so quickly after that too. Like, dude, just give it time. You're gonna want to live in sweatpants. To get you in
Oh, yeah.
jeans is gonna be like, nah.
Yeah, I believe it.
Like, you know, it's weird how little things in life shift too. That you don't think of, like your little routines. Like, it's weird.
Yeah,
But
no,
it's cool. It's good though. You grow.
Yeah, no, we're pumped. But again, it was just like I've always wondered what my parents' life was like before kids, and I just had to
Now
like
you know.
step back and absorb it for
You're
a
living
second.
it.
Yeah.
I know one thing that I was talking about last episode that completely 360'd, I think, the day after the app, but Young Thug's out of jail.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yes. Thugger's home.
Let's
15
go.
years probation.
15 years
No shit.
probation.
That's
dude.
nuts.
He's got to do like 3 like
I think it's like 3 or 4 like anti-gang,
anti-gun gang.
like concerts
events.
or events or whatever.
Can't talk to anyone from
Gang affiliated.
YSL except for Gunna and his brother,
He can't go to the Metro Atlanta area. He's
unless
banned.
it's for weddings, funerals, and like family events that he has to get okayed on.
Damn.
But he's out. So now,
No,
Now we
don't
got a free
even say
Tory.
it. No,
because if we're just freeing all these motherfuckers,
No.
then let Tory out.
no.
Young Thug did a lot
No.
worse shit than Tory.
He put it. No,
Yeah.
I'll
I
let
don't-
you guys.
Meg
hash
still
this
has
one
her
out.
No.
foot in all her toes. She lied.
he's an undocumented immigrant causing crimes
What do
in
you
America.
mean?
He's not from America, and he doesn't have a visa, and he's not.
He
fucking-
had one.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
He wouldn't be doing
See,
everything
this
he
is why
did.
you got Tory Lane's apologists have your facts and everything jaded, because you guys want to rally for immigrant causing crimes on your soil.
Oh, look at that. Settle down there,
So
Donnie.
I'm just saying,
Settle down,
because
Donnie.
it's the same people who be like, they're causing all these crimes. Look who's causing the crime,
It's
and
a-
you guys are rallying behind them, saying, yeah, you can cause the crime.
Immigration is the problem.
It's the problem. Just
if you
saying.
elect me, I will get Tory Lanez.
You guys can
put
enjoy
behind
the art,
bars
but
forever.
you just got to realize, like, the artist sucks. They're a terrible human being. You make great art, love your music, hate you as a person.
Free
You
Tory.
need.
Free Tory.
No.
If you're letting Thugger skate, then
He's not skating. He's on 15
And
years
wh-
probation.
and while we're at
You're
it-
not skating.
free Durko too. While we're at it, free 'em
That's a
all.
lot of time to fuck up and go back to fucking jail.
Free
Long
Durko. Wait, what'd you say?
I said that's a lot of time to fuck up and go back to jail. 15 years probation.
Yeah, that's if the
15 years.
if you
After you just been in like one of the greatest gangs, and now 15 years you're gonna go clean.
Yeah.
fuck out of
And
here.
you
You're
better-
going back to
Probation
jail.
violation's like a felony, no matter how you
Yeah,
violate
you're
it,
going
right?
to jail.
Yeah.
And you gotta hope and pray you don't get a judge like Meek Mill did. You
For
ever
real.
watch the Free Meek documentary?
That judge hated his guts.
Really?
You
Hated
have
his
Hulu?
guts.
I can watch it.
Dude, watch it's Free Meek. It's called the Free
Yeah.
Meek documentary. Really good. That man got shafted.
Yeah, he
by
did.
the
He
justice
did.
system. Like
Yeah.
genuinely, he
That
might have
w-
liked
that
it
was
with all this
unfair.
Diddy stuff that he might be have going on. He might have liked it.
That was a
but-
little unfair for Meek. That
Pause.
I will say.
Yeah, he did.
He did get the shit
All
end of the
jokes
stick.
aside, he did. He got shafted.
Have you guys ever been arrested for anything?
No.
Not arrested,
Been like
No.
detained?
but
Never.
like yeah, definitely
Drunk tanked
detained.
or something?
Nope.
Definitely detained. Definitely brought home
Nope.
in the back of a cop.
I don't play that. Unfortunately, I don't have that kind of luck to play that kind of game.
Fair enough.
What else do we have? Because now
Diddy's NDAs came out.
There you go.
Did they?
The official documents. That man is sick. So apparently, for 20 years, you can't say anything 20 years after he died. And it's,
After he dies?
yeah. So it's like a full 70 years. Like the whole time he's alive, you can't speak on anything. And 20 years after he dies, you can't say anything.
This motherfucker's guilty, dude, allegedly. This
Like-
motherfucker's so allegedly
Like, are you kidding
guilty.
me?
Yeah.
Like, that's
that, dude.
guilty as fuck. He did that shit.
If your NDA looks like that,
And it was very specific
And
too.
you-
Like you couldn't go. He put in specific blog sites you couldn't talk to.
Oh, really?
You couldn't make books. You couldn't make blogs.
you had to
couldn't
get
make
clearance to
anonymous.
post pictures
Yeah.
from the parties
Like,
and like
it was
everything.
very specific. Like if
Yeah.
you read it yourself, it's very specific to a point where it's like, yeah, you were doing heinous shit.
Dude, I hope
Heinous.
Diddy is treated like all the other
Yeah, like
pedos and abusers in jail.
it's just.
I'll just leave
yeah,
it at that.
Yeah.
facts. Even though he'll be in solitary,
So is Epstein.
facts.
So, whatever.
But you know what's crazy is when we talk about this, I feel like Dan Schneider really like.
Oh, he's-
As even though he was under fire during
Damn, we haven't talked quiet
everything
on
about
set
that about
since,
Quiet
uh,
on Set, like
we can go that route.
he didn't get convicted, nothing,
We talked quiet on set, but this was episode
like 1 or 2.
3
be
of
I don't think I was.
something.
I don't think I
Yeah.
was on it.
You weren't here yet.
Yeah.
You weren't even high level gang yet.
Yeah.
Like we let him slip in the cracks a little bit.
Yeah. Although I'm not sure he necessarily physically
It's sometimes
did
it doesn't
anything,
have to
and
be
I'm not
physical, though.
justifying
Yeah.
it.
No,
I'm
I
just
know,
saying
yeah.
like his
Yeah.
definitely wasn't anything physical, but emotional and every other kind of fucking.
I mean, he was a facilitator,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
enabler, I should say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys think about that with like all the foot stuff? Do you think the logo was really a
Yes.
foot thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is crazy
And
because
because just like look at all the episodes of like iCarly, Victorious,
right.
like lots of feet stuff. That's like, why
Right.
would you put that in there?
Did you guys see the thing that like the Splat logo looks like the Epstein Island? Have you guys seen that type of
Yes.
shit?
I've gotten into that conspiracy theory
Yeah,
too.
some of it's like, how do I discern the reality and the conspiracy side of things? But like,
Because they do so well when
I
they like
know.
put it all together. You're like, yeah.
yeah, and it's so out in the open too. Like the stuff that they were doing, it's like hidden in plain sight type shit.
Kyle said it the episode when we were talking about it, but it really like soiled my childhood nostalgia of it now. Like looking back at episodes, I'm like, damn, like you were probably in so much like emotional pain. Like it
Yeah.
makes me feel guilty watching now.
to like enjoy it
Yeah.
while you're going through shit behind closed doors. Yeah. It's,
And like especially when you think about like, did you guys know that SpongeBob was supposed to be an Adult Swim show?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought
Yeah.
MTV almost got it before too. I heard.
maybe it was MTV instead of. Adult
think it was
Swim, but
both.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was
Like-
supposed to be like a
Like
sex worker or something like that, like
Some,
a hotline
like, South
worker,
Park shit,
something like
yeah.
that. Yeah, because same with Rocco's Modern Life. Like Rocco in that show is a sex hotline worker.
Damn.
Yeah, dude.
yeah.
Wow.
Like they
A lot of stuff went over our heads
Yeah.
as kids.
Well, even like little shit that's like in like Dexter's Lab. Like I was randomly watching Dexter's Lab the other day, and it was like basically insinuating that like his parents were like getting it in.
Oh, really?
Or just got done like getting it in, and like it was so like plain obvious, like
Yeah.
plain obvious. But then I'm thinking about it like I know for a fact I've seen like every episode of Dexter's Lab as a kid, so it's just like
Yeah,
when
of
you're
course,
a kid,
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
crazy how they
do
can
you-
get away with it. Networks can get away with it too.
Right. Well, even the stuff like I watched Rocko's Modern Life a lot when I was a kid. 'Cause
Love that
I loved
show.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
even the superhero with the nipples of the future, dude.
Yeah.
And like,
Like,
what the fuck?
The fact
What?
that like shit used to slide, nobody had a problem with any of this stuff, and now like you would get fucking canceled faster than you could snap
Yeah.
your fingers
Get
for
arrested.
that shit.
You'd
That
get
too.
arrested.
and honestly, I felt like a lot of stuff was like, not like, I guess like diverse and woke in a sense of like they touched on like serious topics, but like in a comedic manner where like if they did that now, like you're getting canceled. You can't do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
What else did I have? I have a show recommendation
Oh, yeah?
real quick before we wrap up because we're getting to that point.
What?
For those of you that, and I know this is very few and far between these days, but if you're a fan of baseball and you like baseball history and you are from Boston and you haven't seen the '04 Boston Red Sox World Champions documentary or docu-series, like it's 3 parts, I believe.
Three or four. It
Three
was
or
good.
four
I watched
parts.
it too.
You watched it?
Yeah, yeah.
Very, very good.
Yep.
I love the angle in which they chose to like bring it to light and talk about it, who they chose to talk about it, like how they chose to talk. I think they fucking hit it on the head.
Yeah.
So for those of you who want to learn a little bit of history on big part of Boston history,
Huge.
I mean,
Huge.
we broke the fucking curse of the
Huge.
Bambino. It was what 90 years or just shy
86,
of
I think.
Yeah, just shy of 90 fucking years that
Yeah.
this city didn't see a world championship. So pretty big deal if you're a true Bostonian and a sports fan. Which if you know me, and by now episode 32,
better know.
should
That's right.
you should at least know. But yeah, so highly recommend watching that.
Yeah.
Easy, good watch.
Yeah.
You want to get nostalgic if you're a
For real.
Bostonian. You
For
want to
real,
feel
dude.
some nostalgia.
So
Highly recommend.
2 things about that. I mean, no spoilers because it happened 20 years ago. But number one, I didn't realize that they broke the curse at the 100th World Series. I thought that was kind of cool. I didn't know, and maybe they just painted him like this. I didn't realize how much of a bitch Nomar was being about the trade.
I knew about all that.
I knew he was upset, but I didn't realize that, like, and this is my takeaway from it, dude, his disgruntlement is the reason that they couldn't do it in
Played a
03.
huge factor.
That's what I'm saying.
Huge
that's
factor.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't realize that at the
Yeah,
time.
he had to go.
Yeah, and I think...
And he was one of my favorite Red Sox
Same. He
players.
was everybody's favorite
Yeah.
Red Sox player, dude. And that's why he was so pissed off.
I always forget that we had Roger Clemens.
Yep.
Like I forgot I believe he started as a Red Sox.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he was a
I always
career
forget
Sox.
that. Kurt Schilling. Kurt Schilling looked fucking terrible.
Yeah, yeah,
Terrible. That man looks
real.
unrecognizable to me. I don't know. He's a weird guy.
yeah.
In general.
Yeah,
But,
no, that was a really good documentary.
What I didn't like, we got nothing from Manny, no interview from Manny,
True.
and we only saw Big Papi once or twice.
He's a busy guy.
He can make time for the fucking Red Sox. He's the fucking Red Sox global ambassador.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, there's a lot of the Epstein, a lot of Theo.
I didn't know he was like the youngest owner ever. Like, imagine being his age and you own the Red Sox.
Dude, I did like a halfway decent deep dive on him after watching that. He was just like given that position.
I know. He had zero
Literally-
experience.
He was a college graduate 3 months before that.
Yeah. Like,
Wow.
What the fuck?
And
What the hell are we doing with our lives? Give
No,
me
literally.
a baseball team.
But he also like
figure it out.
he did it right. He whatever
no, he was
whatever
like
he
a-
did, all those moves he made were obviously the right moves.
Yeah, no, he
So,
was like fucking whoever the guy was like his mentor. He followed the dude around from like team to team to team for a year or two, and then they just like put him in the position, dude. He was like fucking so young when he took that job.
And this shit also reminded me how much I fucking love Terry Francona. I love that guy.
Yeah.
That guy's a fucking goat in my book.
He did good.
So yeah, great documentary. Check that out. What else, real quick, so we can put a bow on the episode? Patriots fucking lost again. Drake May looked
Why
alright.
even shed light on it?
Because I have to. I gotta
We know they lost again.
it's just a way to bring it back home every
Yeah.
episode. So,
Yeah.
they lost. Drake May looked good. There's not much more else to say. The coaching, this was the first time, like, I was watching the game, And I thought to myself,
What a wonderful world.
what a wonderful world. No.
Oh wow.
I thought to myself, like, if I can read the player about to run, and I haven't played Madden in like 4 years, and I'm not a professional NFL athlete, then like you guys are doing something wrong. Like the play calling, that was the first time I've watched them all season where I genuinely noticed like what really stuck out to me was poor coaching and the play calling, bro. Was so fucking terrible. Like you couldn't run the ball to save your life. Throw the ball. They're eating you alive at the line of scrimmage. Ramondre Stevenson had like 10 carries for like 26 yards. So if you break that down, it averaged like 1.6 yards a carry, bro. Yeah. The fuck?
It's going to take the year off, dude.
Nah, I mean, I'm not, listen, again.
Not you, the team. It's
no,
just
I know,
the year off.
I know. Drake May is the only reason why people are watching. They just want to see little glimpse, just little progressions, and we're seeing that, so that's good. Celtics are rolling. Bees, I don't know how I'm feeling about the Bees yet. Like, I know the season's early, but I don't like the way they're playing. I don't like the way Swayman's been playing. He's letting up a lot of goals already. Look, we got smoked by I can't remember what team, but we let up 8 goals in the game.
Damn.
Like that's foul play.
That's a lot. Yeah.
You know, that's like
unacceptable.
6 too many.
Yeah, for real.
But that's all I got sports wise. And you guys got anything else?
I don't think so.
No?
No. I mean nothing no.
Nothing to share. No.
What's funny is that we were supposed to talk some food shit in this
No,
episode.
we talked about bananas.
Completely got away from us.
No,
I just realized that right now as I'm about to put a bow on the app.
No, like I said, I mean, I figured just something we all like can kind of go to. I had a couple things that I was thinking about, but nothing.
Well, we'll have to run some food.
Yeah,
we'll run some food next week. Yeah. I don't even know how the fuck it got so far away from us.
Threads, dude.
Threads, yeah.
Chit-chatting.
Yeah,
Yep.
Hey, it happens. But if you made it this far...
Oh, you know what I will say
What are you going to say?
In a couple... Well, when we air this, we'll have a new president.
Huh?
Shit.
True. Go out there and vote tomorrow.
That's so important that people do that, dude.
Vote no on number 5, please. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
That's it.
In the MCAS joint, too. Get rid of that MCAS joint.
That they're voting on that? Getting rid of MCAS?
Yeah.
For a graduation requirement. Not
Yeah.
getting rid of it, but at least as a graduation requirement.
Yeah.
And thumbs up on, I think it's yes for the psychedelics. I think that's
Yeah,
number 3.
we want the psychedelics.
We want the shrooms.
We won't get trippy, man.
Dude, I remember real quick before we sign off, my last MCAS that I ever took was like the experimental one where they gave it to everybody as a test to see how the new format would work. We all just like drew pictures in it and we're like, this is so dumb.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah.
Now look at them.
Yeah,
Right?
for real. Yeah. You're welcome.
Great going. Oh shit! Well, this was a fun one. I feel fucking lost because I'm so used to
just
doing the show a
land the
certain
plane,
way.
baby.
So
Land
I'm gonna
it.
land the plane and say, guys, we are the High Level Podcast. We appreciate you guys coming back, tuning in for episode 32.
Woo, woo.
There's a whole backlog for you guys now. So with that being said, I'm not plugging how I normally plug.
No
You
plugs.
should know what the vibe is.
Know better, do
by
better.
now. And if you don't, like, it's in the description. Okay, so everywhere you find your or listen to your podcast, you name
We're
it.
there.
Go there.
You name
We're
it. We're on there. Okay. We're on YouTube at the High Level Podcast. Hit that subscribe button, like, share, comment, all that fun stuff. Now, social media, IG, TikTok. I'm not even gonna say the name. You know what
what to do.
What it is now. And with that being said, we're catching y'all again next week. Love and peace.
Peace.